All right, family. This is what we're showing today, how to utilize, see that front part right there of your vanity sink? You know, a lot of kitchens and bathroom vanities. This area here is never utilized because normally, obviously, it makes sense because, you know, normally your sink sits down in here, so obviously you can't use it. However, if you have a vessel sink, which I have, and I built the actual base part, and then we're gonna put the tile, and then we're gonna put the vanity on top. If you got your vanity on top of if you got your vessel sink on top of your vanity, pardon me for that. If you got your vessel sink on top of your vanity, then that means all this space here is not being utilized. So why not pry this off? You pry that off. Then obviously you gotta make a custom fit to make that fit. But you can now utilize that space. So when you make a custom fit, obviously your vessel, your drain gonna go here, so you're gonna have to make some significant cuts, but that can all be done. I'm gonna show you. Here's my countertop. As you can see, that's where my drain is gonna be. That's where my faucet is gonna come out of. So as you can see where the black outline is. Don't pardon that part at the bottom. It shouldn't be like that. That should be bare. And the finished result after I cut this out, once I cut it out, you was looking at something like this. And the finished results is this over here. As you can see, I just finished it. I should have did, well, I'm not quite finished. I just finished cutting that piece out there, as you can see. So now I just gotta mount this. We're gonna mount this together. As you can see, I just gotta assemble that together. But, see, now obviously, you know, my drain is gonna be right here. And it's gonna be about right here. This is where my drain is gonna be. So obviously, this has to be clear. And then my faucet is gonna sit right in back of this. So all this gonna be empty space not being utilized. But my whole thing was, why not use that space, which you know normally in sinks is just empty space. But like I said, normal sinks sit beneath that vanity, so you can't use it. But if you have a vessel sink which sits on top of your vanity, why not pry off the faceplate? And you gotta do some custom fitting for it, but it's worth it because look at all this space now I could be utilizing. So now obviously on my vanity, I gotta get my my drawer slides on both sides. Remember, when you're doing this, I prefer to use soft close. Remember, you could do underneath drawer slides, or you could be the ones on side. It's whatever preference you like. I think nowadays a lot of people like the ones underneath. That's the ones I did on the cabinet over there, where you don't see the slides, and it's pretty cool. But on these, I wound up getting the side ones. But my other drawers, on my side drawers, I got the underneath ones. But I'm gonna show you the finished product as soon as I finish. All right, so here's the cutout. So obviously, you make that cutout to fit there perfect. You line up your edges and everything. And I prefer to use a nice pressure gun. You just simply
That's just simple wood, Bobby, or wood?
Yeah. All this is just staples that I'm using. That's all it is. You see, I did the whole perimeter around the whole thing. So now you have what is a finished job. See that? And as I said, utilize that space up under your, see now, like I said, this is gonna be my drain. And see how now my drain sits in there? Every day I use the drawer, it's gonna be just like this. Well, here's my edge. because I got a lip. So every day it go boom. And when I shut the drawer, it'll be just like that. See?
Amazing.
Utilizing that space now. Obviously, what we're gonna put here, who knows, a blow dryer, whatever the case. But the space will be utilized now. Now, let's say, you see how simple that was to do? Real simple. Nice finish all the way around. As I said, now you utilize that space that most people never use, but it's for a vessel sink. Because remember, vessel sink sits on top of your countertop. Obviously, you can't do this in a traditional sink because the sink sits under the vanity. But if you have a vessel sink sitting on top, utilize that space. You appreciate it. You'll be like, I got extra space. Who don't like extra space, right?
Exactly.
On that note,
And one more thing.
Yes.
Obviously, you're gonna put a doorknob.
oh yeah, I'm gonna put something pretty. I'm gonna put
in
something
the
pretty.
middle.
This just wanted to show you how you can do something so simple.
Okay.
On that note, hey, subscribe, share, like, and comment. I appreciate it. Peace. Hey, what's up, family? So this is the finished result of the vessel sink and the vanity install. Now, the whole purpose of me doing this video is explaining to most people how, you know, in your kitchen and in your bathroom, this faceplate is normally not used. But as I explained earlier in this same video, if you have a vessel sink, you can utilize the space. So why not use it? Because most traditional sinks sit down in the countertop, and you know, the under part of the sink, the bubble, it normally takes up all this space. So obviously you can't use it. But if you have a vessel sink, you know, because you want a different look. You know, people like doing different things nowadays, make their stuff look different than everybody else, right? So that's why a lot of people like this vessel sink. It does give off a different look. So as I said, if you're doing a vessel sink, why not utilize this space? And that's what I did. And here we go, look. Here's the finished results. See there? You seen earlier how I put this all together. And as you can see here, this is obviously, when it closes, the drain sits here, so you gotta have this space here. So like I said, if you're going to do this, you gotta do some specific cuts to get it right. But you know, now you got space you can put here, here. You got all this space that normally would not be utilized, but now it's utilized correctly. It makes it useful, opposed to this just being an empty space like a lot of vanities are, and people not even using it. Use it. I say that with everything. Utilize your space. Yeah, I put a little soft close on that. But you know, I like my shiny lights. I wanted to match it with my lights up there. So we put a soft close on these as well. And real simple. And we did the same thing on these. Nice open space there. Put a nice soft close on that. Both top and bottom. Same thing. Oh, now here, this is the part I'm sure you guys are gonna love this part. I have to show you a little something. This here, because I'm gonna show you what I did here. My wife wanted some extra shelves. So what I did, you know, she said we put the towels and stuff like that. So just pardon me for a second. Let's take these out. And all I did was build the shelf. I did it by using this. You know, the molding that go on the bottom of your wall, bottom of your sheetrock. But if you look at it, the reason I use it, because it has a nice flat edge. So therefore I put it up against the wall like that, on that side, and then on this side, as you can see, I put it on that side of the wall, and I put it on this side of the vanity, therefore giving me a nice level. See how that's nice and level, but make sure your measurements are nice and even, because otherwise you don't want it like this, so you go like that, something like that. So make sure you use a leveler. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, because at first I was going to use some 90-degree anchors, but then I improvised. You know, I love saying that. Improvise, adapt, overcome. So real simple to put in and take out. Slide that right in there, boom. And it gives you that space there for your towels or whatever it is you want to put there. I thought y'all liked that. Something creative. So now, therefore, we could have space on the bottom. We got a shelf there, real sturdy. And we also got another shelf right here. And I did the same concept I did on that one there. Hey, hope y'all like it. As I said, the main purpose was to show you how to utilize that space of that faceplate that is normally not used. And that's your vessel sink. Everything's working fine. Cold water, hot water. I like these because it comes with the push plug, whatever, and opposed to the old traditional where you gotta use the thing to level it and all that. I like these with the push thing here. It's that simple, and let the water on out of there, you know? Real simple. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed it. Appreciate it. And do the same with you guys. More importantly, like I said, utilize this space. Don't let it just go unused when it's there for you to use it. Utilize it. And on that note, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Peace.